the race, or vice versa. Can they have that situation where they're constantly going, well, it doesn't really matter too much, because they would have looked. It obviously didn't happen in the end, but had Max not had those brilliant rides at the end in Brazil and things like that compared to last year, had Lando lost the championship by 7, 8, 9 points or whatever, you would look back on your Monzas, your Budapests and things like that, where they didn't kind of commit to one car. And Red Bull have that luxury where they know that Max Verstappen will always be the number one driver there and get the most points, so they don't need to worry about the teammate from that side. So yeah, it's going to be, I think that is going to be the fascinating dynamic of the season if it continues the way it is, where McLaren have the best car, but if the drivers keep swapping with who's quicker one week, who's quicker the next week, and Max is the one picking up points, he could kind of stick with them, and it would put a huge amount of pressure on them, I think.
Yeah, as you say, never count out Max Verstappen, even in the current Red Bull. Maybe briefly before we go through the standings, we'll do a couple rapid fires. We haven't talked about LVPs, and I think this is a little bit, to me, related to the other Red Bull car. So my LVP for the weekend, I guess, was the Pierre Yuki incident. That was unfortunate, especially between two friends and former teammates. You hate to see that, and especially Yuki, who is newly in the seat, wants to prove himself. It's just a very disappointing way to end a weekend. So that was my LVP.